Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast. Previously on Tavern Tales, the Stonehammers slayed an owlbear and uncovered 5 eggs in its den along with little Talia Numblefoot. Now they have found the Numblefoot farm, hoping to return the missing little girl and get some much needed direction.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? 1 beer or 2, I'll drink to you.
The Yawning Portal has grown busier, but you wouldn't know it for how quiet it is. All eyes and ears are on this quiet and demure storyteller who has so affixed the attention of all with the famous tale she is spinning. My father, when defending the good hearts of the Stonehammers, would almost always point to the river crossing with owlbear eggs held above their heads as the most picturesque example of this quality. But to me, it was the first words spoken by Oscar to the Numblefoots that faithful summer morning as they left the forest and entered the farmstead with little Talia in tow that really embodied all that was good and true of the Stonehammer clan.
We'll keep this little one safe.
That's your...
We're dropping her off, I think. Yeah.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. That's her family.
We kept this little one safe.
And now, let us peek into the adventure itself as Oscar steps aside and Ma and Pa Numblefoot rush to their daughter with arms wide open. The sun dapples on the waving corn stalks in neat rows while a dozen or so gnomes work diligently to rebuild a barn roof. Who do I have around the table?
I'm Marie-Claire, and I play Melusine Stonehammer, the dwarven bard of much repute.
Hi, I'm Paige. I am playing Eldest Stonehammer. So she's having a lot of internal conflict right now because currently her brother is here, but she's really disappointed in the path that he's chosen. And so it's making her really sad. And she doesn't know, because he's her only family, if she just gives in and allows it and accepts it, or if she continues to be stubborn and fights her acceptance of her brother and his new path.
His new path?
Yeah.
Well, what's the chosen path of Eldeth?
She has chosen path of the god.
At least I know what mine's called.
Shut up.
No, you don't.
The Great One.
That's wrong. You are wrong already.
The Great Old One. His name's
have,
the Great Old One, okay?
I know I have
He's
read
a great
these
guy.
things.
The great old one.
I already showed you a picture.
I refuse to worship
too
the
late.
blobby, disgusting thing.
That's what gives you your powers. I know, that's why it's a great old one.
Can't there be a pretty great old one?
No. You would have worshipped an archfiend or something then.
That sounds cool.
That you did not choose that.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Do you remember who he picked?
Oh my goodness.
Is that a no?
No.
I should write this down.
Yes, you should.
Yeah, I rebuked that god. Why would I remember that?
I know our thing was red wrist things.
Anyway, I wasn't so much looking for which god your character worshipped as the path that your character is walking down, which was your class.
Down the path of the paladin.
Yes. What type of paladin are you?
She follows the Oath of Redemption.
Cool. I would like to know more about this Oath of Redemption. Please take some time today to have a conversation in character with someone about the Oath of Redemption and what it means. But not right now.
And not with me.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I actually am in this game. even though I've not heard from a whole lot. I'm playing Oscar Stonehammer, the rogue assassin. He struggles sometimes as to know what's going on.
Sometimes.
All of the time.
Anything else?
With this guy.
Nope.
I'm Allison, and I am playing Fogrum, aka Foggy, and he is a barbarian. He's awesome.
Why is he awesome?
Because he looks awesome and he feels awesome. He has a fiery red mohawk and cool tattoos.
Did he spend time after the river putting his mohawk back up?
Yeah. Gotta maintain.
Is that why he didn't take an egg?
Yes.
Okay.
Does he have a pomade or something, like dwarven brand pomade?
He uses like some of his own natural oils to get it up there.
Crotch rot?
No, like armpit.
Yeah, I
Armpit,
was
not
imagining
crotch.
him like grabbing sweat.
I totally expect
just,
like
like,
the densest, thickest, most
Just crotch.
shiny pomade,
No.
self-made pomade would be crotch rot.
I'm gonna go with armpit. I can't go there for you.
It's okay. I mean, it probably just means that his mohawk doesn't stay up as readily as he wants it
Yeah,
to.
that's fine.
That's the
Not
price
as
you
a
pay.
That's the price you play.
I don't know if I'm going to keep
I'm
that.
holding so many comments back.
Why?
Just
I was just staying up and.
Well, there
thinking,
is another substance that's really good, like gel.
Oh,
and
yeah,
good
we
for your
didn't even
hair.
go there.
Yeah, I know. I was.
Something about Mary and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is that Moose?
Anyways, moving on.
My name is Chelsea, and I am playing somebody called Tessakar, and he is a warlock. He is the disappointment of a brother to Eldeth over there across the table. He doesn't really care. He has chosen his path, and he's stuck with it. So there. He worships the Great Old One.
Named.
The Great Old One. That's all he calls him.
Well,
He doesn't want to call him the wriggly, scary goat monster. So
otherwise known as Shub-Nigurath.
good luck
oh
with
yeah,
that one.
the black goat. That I remember that.
Yeah. That's not how you pronounced it last time.
Yeah, you said it the first time, and it was
That's okay.
it was great.
That's the guy. Shub-Nigurath.
Shub-Nigordon. I love you, Shub-Nigordon. F.
You okay?
That's why I just stick with Great Old One guy.
Same.
But have a book.
But you could always say Sheb Mashubala.
I feel like
mumble.
Tessakar would also have a lot of difficulty saying that name. Just saying.
Klaatu Barata Shub-Nigurath.
Oh.
I have said your name, oh Lord.
Yeah, you gotta say Shubnagarekat.
What?
Jill's gonna die.
I'm sure she will.
Oh man.
He'll reach out with his goat-like appendage and poke her every now and again.
His black goat foot reaches down.
Yeah,
that's what
you're
reaches down.
hoping for a foot.
Thanks for the visual, Aaron.
I mean, he does have like thousands of children. His manic, crazed goat children wandering about the plains. Nonetheless,
Yeah, I might revert back.
Tessakar is not the proper home for the birthing of Shub's children.
Everyone agrees that.
Yeah, of course. To be clear to the listeners at home, Chelsea then immediately pointed to her character's twin sister,
When she was looking away.
whilst she was deeply
Hey, dear great
ensconced
one,
in the...
Take my sister.
Did you just sacrifice me?
Sack of
No.
rice. Sack of rice.
It was just a rental agreement.
As a sex slave?
No, more like just like...
Temporary
surrogacy. That's what. That's a nice way to say it.
Maybe she's a partner in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Rental agreement works.
It's a lease. Just a lease.
sublet.
Sublet.
There will be a damage deposit. Trust
It's a
me.
temporary lease.
He will not be expecting to get that back.
And it's a pretty good damage deposit too, so.
Oh yeah. Your brother's life. So, We will begin the game.
We haven't started yet.
We are now at the Numblefoot home. The 5 of you with your 4.5 eggs, including the small gnomish child, Talia Numblefoot, have arrived in the early hours of the morning. Ma and Pa are standing there and gushing over their daughter, and the 5 of you are standing there. What would you like to do?
I think we might need to gently break it to them that we think she's paralyzed. I don't know if they've figured that out yet. Might need to have a conversation about how best to do that.
Is that how Foggy says that?
No, I'm having. This is how Allison is talking.
Oh, well,
Trying to.
what does Foggy say then?
Foggy's saying that with his eyes to Melusine.
Thank you.
She ain't gonna move. She's,
Okay.
she's still.
That
What
wasn't
my
your voice.
lovely companion is trying to say is that your beautiful daughter is now paralyzed, and she will not be walking again. I am sorry.
What do you mean? Says Pa Numblefoot. Whatever happened?
She was attacked, and we saved her.
Those foul orcs. I hope you rent them limb from limb.
Well, it may have been the orcs. We don't know, but certainly we found her within the owlbear cave, and he was he.
She.
He?
The gender
She.
of the.
She.
It was
They.
given
She.
birth.
Speak out. Speak up. I don't understand.
Oh, so I apologize.
My daughter is a she.
I meant the owlbear. The owlbear
Who
was
cares about the sex of the owlbear? Wait. Why do you have a large number of large eggs? Are those owlbear eggs?
Yes.
I'm not holding an egg.
Yes, Mr. Numblefoot, they are the owl eggs, the owl bear eggs.
You're telling me my daughter's been paralyzed?
She
Yes.
hasn't been moving right.
I do think, though, that potentially with possibly a higher magic, we may be able to help her, but I cannot do so at this time.
Oh,
Do you have a healer in this vicinity?
no, the town does, but we don't have one here. One of you, could you help me carry my daughter into the house, the farmstead?
Yes, I will. I'll go back.
Thank you for helping me, since you are already carrying my daughter. good of you, dwarven lady.
Thanks for recognizing that. That's new. I appreciate you.
Okay. He leaves with Talia and Melusine. Ma stays there a moment and says, "Thank you so much. Can I offer you at least lunch or some other recompense for this great service that you've done?
Do you have tea?
Didn't you already leave? You carrying Talia?"
Foggy is nodding like very hard, very like yes.
Okay.
Foggy's hungry.
And Eldith's stomach goes, yes, I'm quite hungry. Sorry about that.
What was that? Did you eat a frog?
Shut up, Tessakar.
Tell me the time when Tessakar convinced you to eat a frog that made you so mad right now.
So we were really, really little, and he wasn't an old fogey yet. And we came across this clearing, and there was this flat green thing that didn't quite resemble a frog and kind of looked like a pancake. But I knew it was a frog, and yet he continued to say, no, it's just a green pancake. You should try it. And it got to the point where we had argued so long that I just got so angry to prove him wrong, I ate it. And then upon eating it, knew it was a frog. And so I yelled at him saying, I told you it was a frog.
How violently ill were you,
Oh, like a week minimum.
Tessakar?
Both ends. It was not pretty.
It wasn't even green.
No. Kind of slimy, though.
Ugh.
Thank you. That was
That was
a very
wonderful.
good story. You may have a gem.
Woohoo.
You make your way into the farmstead. The kitchen is destroyed.
Don't have mending.
The stairs to the upstairs are also rather poorly constructed, just a rickety set at this point, for the original staircase has been
Can I use
destroyed.
prestidigitation to start cleaning up the place?
Thank you.
I'm just gonna start like picking up.
He says, I'd suggest putting her upstairs in her room, but it's, of course, a rather difficult way to go up the stairs right now, and many holes in the roof, as you can doubtlessly see as he looks up to a hole in the roof. So he leads you over to a small couch that is tucked away. It seems to be largely unscathed, and beckons for you to deposit Talia there.
Okay, I'm going to do that. She's wrapped in one of my costumes, so.
Oh, that's nice. What costume?
It's the giant blueberry costume.
And what do you do as a giant blueberry?
It's part of a whole thing. There's a skit.
Uh-huh.
Does it involve a candy factory?
I knew it.
It involves
Underwear?
Do they call you Madame Blueberry?
I get dressed up as a giant blueberry and dance around to make the children happy because my hair is blue. And
Isn't it for
it's a
the
whole
yearly
skit.
pie festival?
It's a whole skit.
What other characters are in the skit?
The giant blueberry is part of a skit involving this town that has also a mascot called Captain Crunch.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I'd like to learn more about this later.
Is it a blueberry?
It's a blueberry. It's like the major production of this one town, and they always bring me around to dance on the stage with Captain Crunch.
It might be called Serial Killers.
It's a cereal production. She does it routinely throughout the fall
It does.
as they bring in the grains. So you've seen a bit of the farmhouse. You're standing there. You've dropped off, placed Talia reverently or irreverently upon the couch.
Super gently, and I'm going to touch her head and say, "You're going to be okay, kid. I'll come back and try to help you."
Thanks.
Oh, you're awake. Shit.
Been awake since the river.
I'm not good with children. I'm so sorry, kid.
It's okay. She is a quiet child, which is how we did not know she was missing when the raid first occurred, says Pa Numblefoot. Outside, Ma Numblefoot has taken the excited nodding and grumbling of stomachs for a vociferous yes for lunch and has proceeded to beckon you all to come in. As you walk towards the farmhouse, Ma Numblefoot casually mentions, my brother is quite the owlbear enthusiast. He might know more of these eggs if you're at all interested in asking him.
I'm going to shake my head aggressively again. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, can we talk to him?
He is working on the barn, but of course he'll be free at the lunch hour. You might seek him out. His name is... Aaron, give me a good name for a gnome with the last name of Numblefoot.
Jorvin.
Jorvin Numblefoot.
I'm assuming with a J.
Silent P. Then a J.
Of course, I had to ask.
Purevin.
What's for lunch?
Frog legs and split pea soup.
Oh, come on!
As I exit the cabin, I'm gonna ask if there's anything I can do to help.
Pa Numblefoot says, yes, of course, there's many things that can be done to help. There's the barn that needs to be raised and further thatched. The roof of the house needs to be thatched. If there is things that you are capable of doing, we sure could use the help.
Okay. Tell me what to do.
Maybe just see that Talia has some water.
Okay, I can do that. Yeah. Where's the water?
just stay by her and hold her hand.
Oh, I can do that. I can sing her songs too, if you'd like.
Certainly. So it's not quite lunch yet. What does everybody want to do?
Tessakar is rolling up his sleeves, and he's actually found a rather sad-looking hammer on the ground. He's decided to start fixing some stuff up inside.
Cool.
He's like, yeah, this is his childhood days. He used to play around with this kind of stuff all the time. So he's just hammering away.
Is he proficient with carpenter tools?
Do I find this somewhere?
It would be on your character sheet.
His last name's Stonehammer.
Right, yes, because everyone's last name immediately implies what they are good at doing.
He's proficient with throwing hammers, so...
What's Oscar up to?
Oscar is inspecting the little black egg that he has
Okay,
a little bit more closely.
sure. Do you have animal handling or nature? You may roll either of those to learn a little bit more if you'd like. What is Fogrim up to?
And I'm just going to watch everybody else do things and then make a choice after that.
And what is Eldeth up to?
Eldith decides to speak with Ma and Pa Numblefoot and try and get some information, kind of if they know in which direction they went.
You may talk to either Pa or Ma, but they are not in the same room. So which would you like to speak with?
Ma, she seems kind of sketchy.
Oh, okay. Did I not describe her well enough to you?
Sweet old little gnome.
Exactly.
Ma Numblefoot is not old. She is, a very young mother. She only has the one child, Talia, who's very small. Ma Numblefoot is not the high-ranking head of the household here. She is the sister of the head of House Numblefoot, or the Numblefoot household. And she is currently working on the frog legs in the kitchen. She is flouring them and egging and breading them to put them into the fryer. You seek out Ma Numblefoot. We'll have a scene in a moment while you prepare your questions. I'd like a snippet of song, please, to Talia.
Melusine is my nom de plume. I whistle and hum, but I hum to whom? But whom do I hum to whom?
Is this a grammar lesson?
Or a French lesson.
French grammar lesson.
It's an
I guess she
homage.
does say nom de plume,
Yeah.
but it's the only French part in it.
It's
That counts.
Little by little.
Thank you.
it's an homage.
Tessicar, do you know what you're doing with carpenter tools?
I'm trying to figure out where that would be on my sheet.
It is called a proficiency, so you would check your proficiencies.
I'm a warlock, a cloistered scholar.
You don't know how to use.
You don't know how to use
Tools.
carpenter tools.
Yeah.
Can't I say I made really cool birdhouses when I was
Yeah,
a
that's
kid?
right there. Yeah, they were cool, but no birds could live there. If it doesn't say carpenter's
Yeah, you
tools
don't
there,
have
then you
anything.
did not have the proficiency requisite in carpenter tools, which means you don't get your proficiency bonus when you go to make an intelligence check to do some hammering of nails. Are you looking for an easy job or a difficult job with your sad hammer?
Because if you look at the hammer, like on the end, the part that hits the nail, there's a little sad face on it.
That's true.
Yeah.
On this one?
Yeah, on this one.
okay.
There's someone literally just like,
Okay.
except, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Tell me what you're doing with the hammer.
I am going to be fixing the steps.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty easy task. So give me a d20 check.
Guidance!
Yeah, you may pray for guidance. Shab Nigurath reaches out
I can give you
a throaty...
inspiration because you're so inspired by my
But you're
song.
not there.
My song is near.
All right, sure. You can give her a die of bardic inspiration. She does not need to spend it on this roll. You may spend it later. You have prayed for guidance. Some distant goat-like knell rings forth in your head. But it's evil. It's evil and slimy.
Can you do
So,
an evil
guttural.
goat?
Like that?
Yeah, sure. That's still like baby goat, but a little evil baby goat. Nonetheless,
Like
roll
the one
away
that's impregnating
with
your
all of the
sister.
help you've already gotten from your different...
So all ones?
I rolled 1, 1, and a 6.
So an 8 is still enough to beat the difficulty of 5 that was established for that challenge, as you properly put a couple of nails to solidly put this step back on. It is clear, Fogrim, that whilst Tessicar does not know a single thing about hammers and nails, someone is helping.
I am still thinking that my assumption is correct from before, that they could use Tessicar could use my help, because obviously Tessicar needs help in order to hammer a nail.
What's your intelligence modifier?
Oh, I didn't add that. It's a 1.
So you have a 9 total. That's fine. Still beat the 5 you needed. Anyway.
Tessicar,
Yes?
would you like some help?
Oh, I guess I should have said,
Yes? No.
Are you sure?
Yes?
Okay then. And I just walk away and continue to watch him.
Why don't you thatch the roof or something? Useful. Don't need 2 people making stairs here.
How do we get to the roof without stairs?
Sorry, just realized that.
You don't use stairs to get to the roof. You use...
a ladder.
Just to be fair, my intelligence modifier is 0, so this is a really great conversation.
Back to the conversation at hand. Although Fogrim did walk away.
But then he yelled at me
It's
to
true.
fix the roof.
All right, standing there yelling across the grass leading up to the farmhouse. All of the gnomes stop working and watch the two dwarves.
I'm still fixing stairs.
You're yelling at Fogrim.
Stop fixing the one nail that you put in.
What are you trying to do now,
I'm
Tessicar?
doing the next stair then.
You got okay,
I
go
got
ahead.
20.
You have fixed another stair.
21, and it looks freaking fine.
Well, you've actually it's just a fixed stair. You didn't really do anything extra.
Can I say I fixed like 3 stairs then?
No.
It was 21.
Sadly,
20 plus a 1.
your appeals for greater assistance are sadly not there. You have fixed a couple of stairs now. That's all that those stairs needed. Was just a couple more nails in the job.
Are all the stairs fixed then?
I don't know. Aaron, you tell me. Are all of the stairs fixed? Do I have to sit here and have her roll to fix every single step and take everyone's time away?
No, the stairs are all fixed.
Excellent. So the stairs are all
Okay.
fixed at this point, and you can move on to other things if you would like to.
Yeah.
It's taken you 10 minutes to fix those stairs.
I'm like a pro.
Fogrim, what are you doing?
I'm going to go find a way to the roof.
There is a ladder on that
that'll help.
Tessicar could not see, but you could. The ladder is against the farmhouse. Now, all of the other gnomes are over on the barn, raising the re-raising the roof there and hanging all the balustrades and all of the other pieces, and they're putting the thatch on themselves. There is also some holes, it looks like, in the roof of the farmhouse, though. Nobody's gotten to that yet.
So they're in the process of raising?
They're in the process of rebuilding the roof on the barn. There's like 12 gnomes over there working hard. And there is a ladder leaning against the farmhouse wall. And no one's up there doing anything. So there you are. Those are the
maybe I'll
roofs.
just join the gnomes and see if they'd like my help.
Sure. You walk over to the gnomes, and there's a couple of ladders, and a couple of gnomes are at the bottom, passing up heavy bunches of thatch.
Hey, can I help you with that?
What? I'm sorry. Sure. He just gives you a batch of thatch.
Give me another one.
How you climb the ladder then?
Excellent point. Just one will do.
You bet.
I love your gnome voice, Kyle. It's awesome.
He passes over a big batch of thatch that he was trying to carry, and you tuck it under one arm,
And I just go up and I just do what everyone else is doing.
rapidly ascend to the roof. You see a bunch of people are laying out some thatch. You're not a roofer by trade, but you're skilled with some carpenter tools, and there is some twine and some tying and a bit of nail work that is required for these bundles. Go ahead, make a roll.
17.
17 is more than enough to properly lay this thatch in the row where you need to be and keep your balance on this roof as they're putting it back together. You may spend the next however long working alongside these gnomes out in the hot beating sun in a summer day.
I'm going to do that until someone rings a lunch bell.
Sure. There is a joke that's being bandied back and forth by these gnomes on the rooftop. It is a joke about a rooftop. Aaron, how does the joke begin?
A goblin, a bugbear, and a gnome climb onto a roof.
Great. I don't know how that joke ends. If you know how that joke ends, please answer it on Twitter and send it to @tavern_tales because I would like to know what the end of that joke is. If any of you know the end of the joke, by all means.
Can we insert cricket sounds about right now?
I don't add special effects, but you could do a cricket sound. And we get cricket sounds while we try to hear Chelsea do cricket sounds.
Chirp, chirp.
What does a cricket even sound like, man?
They're like chirp, 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 chirp,
Yeah.
chirp, chirp.
A bugbear and a gnome.
The joke goes back and forth, and new answers are constantly brought up, and they are all mundane in their answers, but they become hilarious as it is a shared activity with the thatch, leading us to Eldeth. Another frog leg in the flour, in the wash, into the breadcrumbs, into the hot oil with a...
Miss Numblefoot, do you mind not doing that for a second?
I have to make lunch, dear. There's lots and lots and lots of mouths to feed.
I just 5 minutes of your time, please.
Oh, all right. She stops.
Oh, thank goodness.
She's holding a frog leg in one hand. She idly thwaps it against her palm.
My Numblefoot. Oh, sorry. I'm just gonna turn around and I'm still gonna ask you a question and just not face you, okay?
Something wrong, dear?
I've had a very bad experience with frogs.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. And she puts the frog leg down,
Oh,
wipes her hands, offers you a hug.
Oh, thanks.
There, dear. It'll be all right.
Numblefoot is your last name. Do you know or related to Chumby?
Oh, yes. Chumby Numblefoot is a cousin.
When was the last time you saw him?
The raid. He's carried off.
By the orcs?
Yes.
Do you know where and which direction?
North.
North. Did they say anything?
So one of them said, which actually doesn't mean anything in Orcish because it's like she's just making sounds.
Okay, so you don't speak Orcish. That makes sense.
But you do?
I do. Yeah, I do.
Well, that will... Why would you need to know this? Are you planning on going up after those orcs?
Well, ma'am, yes. We would like to bring Chumby Numblefoot back, and we'd like to try and make peace with the orcs.
She winks at you knowingly. And the look of thanks on her face is hard to express in words. She is definitely shocked when you admit to the fact you are all going to go north and bring holy vengeance down upon these orcs. And she believes that when you say bring peace to them, you mean, put them in an early, shallow grave, maybe unmarked.
Definitely kicking the corpses, though.
She says no more, just winks with a thank you.
You're married.
Yes, dear, I am.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, can I ask you one more question?
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard the story about the gauntlet and 5 levels that hold it and the tooth of stone?
Tooth of stone? I haven't heard anything else of all of that. That makes no sense to me, but a tooth of stone sounds a lot like a hill to the north.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
It's called the Stone Tooth.
Am I in the same room? Because I'm...
Yeah, you're not too far away. You're through an archway, singing your I'm Melusine song.
Yes, exactly.
Singing your English lesson.
Do you know how far that hill is?
I would say it's about a whole day travel. I wouldn't know. Maybe your legs are a little longer.
Thank you. That is very helpful.
Mm-hmm. And I can get back to work to lunch now?
As soon as I leave the room, please. Okay, bye. Bye.
Scamper off.
Bye.
All right. Well, there's
so cute.
time for anyone else to have a scene if they'd like before lunch.
I was waiting for my turn.
What would you like to do?
Well, I rolled a 14 on my nature check as I'm inspecting the egg. Oh, no, sorry, 14 on animal handling.
So that's not quite enough to really tell you much other than that it is mostly hard, but there are some soft spots to it. And if this is an owlbear, it's a very, very, very small owlbear since it's only like a quarter of the size of the other eggs.
Would there be any particular reason why mine is black and smaller than everyone else's?
Not that you can determine.
Okay.
Is there something you need to tell us, Aaron?
I don't want to. Okay, so what I'll do is I will seek out the gentleman in the barn who is the expert.
Sure, what was his name?
Jorvin.
With
I
the
know
P.
that because I made it up with the silent P.
Pajorvin.
Bjorvin.
And he's an expert.
Wow.
Just seemed like that cracked you up.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That was an
I love-
excellent pun.
Now you've
love
gone
it.
too far.
See, it's because Canadian egg farmers, they always have those terrible commercials.
Shall I tell you another one?
No.
Guys.
Just dying.
Guys, come on. The yolk is ruined, okay?
Oh,
Oh, God.
God.
Okay, you really did, actually.
I quit.
I know.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.